Important note, this video is not financial advice. Always do your own research before making any investment decision. Past performance does not guarantee future results. Here's your market briefing from Rumour With AI. Cardano's founder Charles Hoskinson has paused public output, signaling deep internal governance risks as ADA plunges 10.8% to 18 cents. The silence from Hoskinson coincides with a broader sentiment shift among investors wary of centralized control within decentralized networks. This pullback suggests uncertainty regarding future protocol upgrades and community alignment. Meanwhile, the industrial sector is quietly pivoting toward digital infrastructure. Concrete Pumping Holdings projects fiscal 2026 revenue between $410 million and $425 million. A significant portion of this growth stems from data center construction, which now accounts for 10% to 12% of total revenue. Q2 results showed strong momentum in this segment, highlighting the tangible demand behind the AI boom. On the macro front, global energy dynamics are shifting rapidly. South American oil exports have surged 155 million barrels year-to-date, officially surpassing U.S. export growth rates. This shift is driven by Middle East disruptions that are forcing buyers to seek non-Hormuz crude sources. The geopolitical realignment is reshaping trade flows and reducing reliance on traditional American supply chains. Consequently, U.S. oil inventories have hit their lowest levels since 2004. With exports rising, domestic stocks are dwindling. AAA reports average gas prices at $4.24 per gallon. Analysts warn that if strategic reserves continue to deplete at this pace, consumers could face $5 per gallon fuel by July. The squeeze on supply is becoming increasingly visible at the pump. In related news, South Korean markets are experiencing volatility. Samsung and SK Hynix are driving the KOSPI higher, but analysts warn that a potential interest rate hike could trigger a 15% correction. The tech giants are caught between AI-driven demand and monetary policy headwinds. Investors are watching closely for signs of a pullback. Looking ahead to today's release, attention turns to Japan. At 23:30 Universal Time Coordinated, the household spending month-over-month and year-over-year data will be released. These indicators carry medium importance but offer critical insight into domestic consumption trends. Weakness here could signal broader economic stagnation in the region, affecting currency pairs and regional equity sentiment. The interplay between energy scarcity, tech infrastructure demand, and monetary policy creates a complex landscape. Investors must navigate these overlapping pressures carefully. The shift in oil export dominance away from the U.S. is a structural change that will take time to fully materialize. Similarly, the pivot of industrial companies toward data centers reflects a long-term trend rather than a short-term spike. As we monitor the Japanese economic data, keep in mind the broader implications for global trade and energy security. The market is pricing in these shifts rapidly. Volatility is expected to persist as new data emerges. Stay informed and adjust positions accordingly. That's your market briefing. Follow Rumour With AI for daily market intelligence.